That was that was embarrassing. Just completely and utterly embarrassing. Where do I even begin? Okay. I want Dot to be fired. I think everyone in Philadelphia wants Dot to be fired. That's Captain Obvious. But the other less Captain Obvious things are I think the team is giving no effort. I think they have no energy. I think they have no desire. I think they're complacent. I think that they accept the situation. I don't think there's any anger or pride or intensity. I'm calling out the manlyhood of that locker room. I don't think there's any fight in there. And you could forgive me for thinking that because there isn't any. But then, from a physical standpoint as well, this is a small team. PJ Tucker is 6'5". Folks, he's not a small forward. Montrezl Harrell is 6'7". He's not a center. Jordan Yang should not be going on the perimeter because he's slow as fuck. Like, what do you want me to say? They're small, they're undersized, and they can't guard. And what does that mean when you combine all three of those things? It means that when you play, forget just the Toronto Raptors, I think 20 of the 32 NBA teams, or 30 NBA teams, whatever it is, more than half the league is more athletic than you are. And that's the bottom line. More of the league is more athletic than you are. And there's been talk about the isolations and whatnot. I thought that when the ball shifted out of Harden's hands and into Maxi's, I thought Maxi was doing a good job making plays. He had a rough sequence in that fourth quarter. But I don't want anyone to get it twisted. Even with that sequence offensively, you're losing this game by double digits. Just here's where I'll start with Doc. I need Doc Rivers to understand that there are players with physical handicaps that you just don't put them together. It's like adding oil and water, it doesn't mix. So I told you the premier cookie cutter example of utter stupidity that is Montrezl Harrell and Jordan Niang. Montrezl Harrell, like I said at the top, he's not a center. He's 6'7", 255. It isn't being behind him, it's period. He had the 1 year, 6 man a year, but that's it. Every other year, he's a nice energizer, bunny, eighth man, could come in, maybe do a little something here and there, but he's not a basketball player. And he damn straight is not a center. I think we have enough evidence to conclusively know what he's been his entire career. This should be a 15-minute a game guy, and preferably with another big man next to him. He's basically an oversized forward who can't really guard forwards either. So, okay, he's a negative on the defensive end of the ball, and you know that. So, knowing that, do you think I would play Jordan Niang next to Montrezl Harrell? Of course not. So, I got this slow ass guy in the middle who can't really drop and can't really go to the perimeter either. And then I got Jordan Yang who can't do either or. Why would I do that? When I put those two together in the front court, I am automatically conceding the paint and I'm conceding any dribble drive that come from power forward. That's one reason why Siakam got off tonight. Reason number two is that Tobias and PJ Tucker together is not much different. Tobias, God bless his heart, he tries, whatever. I don't see it on tape, but I'll go with everyone else. He tried, but it's ineffective. So who cares how hard he's trying? Same thing with PJ Tucker. I got two small 6'8" forwards. Well, PJ Tucker 6'5" again. PJ Tucker particularly, I do not like this guy. I've never liked this guy his entire career. He's small. He's undersized. He's basically Montrezl 2.0. And Tobias Harris is a power forward. He's not a small forward. He doesn't have the quickness. Tobias Harris is the size of 6'8", but he doesn't have the quickness. So if four guys have relatively the same weaknesses and the same strengths, it means you have a large end at the power forward position. It also means you don't have any small forwards at all. And if you have to pick between the four of them, Tobias Harris should be your power forward. That makes sense. Unless you're committed to the James Harden off bench with Tyrese and Joel, then it has to be PJ Tucker at the 4 because PJ doesn't take possessions. But you can't play both of them. You have to pick one. For my sanity on the defensive end of the floor, PJ Tucker and Tobias Harris don't fit any better than Montrezl Harrell and Jordan Niang together. And same thing. Jordan Niang had a couple of minutes in the lineup with Tobias. Same shit. You can't play these forwards together, Doc. They're slow. They're naturally, physically slow. Not only are they slow in terms of containing the drive, they're slow in the rotations, which brings us to switch everything. It's time to go back to man principles. And, you know, it's unfortunate for James Harden, who likes switching defenses, but we don't have the personnel to switch everything. We should switch 1 to 2 positions, if at that, on certain pick and roll coverages, but we shouldn't be switching everything, even without ball screens. It's ridiculous. Guys are lost on defense, and it's actually making them look a little bit worse than what they would be otherwise, which would still be bad, but they would at least be better off if you weren't doing the switch heavy scheme. So on top of being slow, on top of being unathletic, your defensive scheme doesn't fit your very unathletic, slow personnel. All the above. And that makes one of the worst defensive teams in the league. Which hurts because I thought Joel Embiid took another step up offensively. Joel was passing the ball out of double team to triple team very well. Only 2 turnovers, 3 assists. There should have been more. Tobias Harris was breaking, PJ Tucker was breaking. 3 for 15 combined for the both of them. I mean, you score 109 points, but really that was because he got the 2-man game going with Maxey. But I thought that Joel Embiid, he was aggressive. You know, he didn't settle it all. Took maybe like 5 jump shots today. Hit 3 of them, so it's pretty good. I thought Joel Embiid dominated the Toronto Raptors offensively. But, you know, it's time. You're playing too many forwards. Matisse Thybulle do not pay coach's decision. I don't know why. It's not like Daniel House in these 20 minutes. It's not like he's some Kyle Korver. It's not like he's JJ Redick. It's not like he, in these 20 minutes, is able to, you know, blow something up, you know? And in a game where Tyrese Maxey gets 21 field goal attempts, you can't purely say that it's playing with Harden that lowers the bench. They just naturally don't have the ability to take the ball off the top themselves anyway, with or without Harden. It's time to change this rotation, but more importantly, I think it's time to fire Doc Rivers. I think that they've lost the locker room. I think they've lost the chemistry. I think they've lost the desire on the defensive end of the floor. And I've just lost interest in watching this team. You know, you're heartless, you're spiritless, you don't have effort, you don't have energy, you don't have any of that. And if you want to prove me wrong, at least get a split in Toronto. Save some dignity. That doesn't change anything, but you know, it's like seeing someone who undresses themselves in their nude. Cover the freak up and stop being embarrassing. The Sixers are embarrassing right now. And the league deserves to laugh at us. And the league deserves to laugh at Daryl Morey for putting this shit together. Six of the universe shining off.